All right. Parker, do you want to quickly introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, sure thing. I'm Parker. I'm an upper from New York City, and I'm in Taylor. And I'm in Latin 300.
Nice.
Nice.
So Ryan and Charles and Andrew, do you guys have any background with like Latin or Greek or anything? Or are you guys just interested in learning?
Yeah, I'm taking Latin 100 right now.
All right, awesome.
So that's kind of what got me started.
Great.
All right. What about you guys, Charles and Andrew?
No, we do not have any prior experience. We were more intrigued by I'm sorry, Andrew just fell over. We were more intrigued by the philosophical aspect.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
see, I
awesome.
see.
That's awesome.
So, we see around like 6 participants right now. Hello, Jackie. So
Hey, Jackie, do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, also I sent out an email yesterday to like all the SPS kids who showed interest. There's like, I think 7 or so. So we have one here. Hi, Maddie. And then I think a bunch will be coming. There's like 2 international students who, because of time difference, can't make it, but I think we'll have a bunch more coming. I could also find them. But hi everyone, I'm Jackie. I recently joined the Philagora team, and I'm a junior at St. Paul's. This is my 5th year of Latin and 2nd year of Greek, and I'm very excited to be here with you all.
Awesome.
Great. So I think it's 3:02 right now. So I guess
Oh, we got some more.
Madison,
have Madison introduce herself.
Oh yeah, Madison.
Madison. Do you want to
introduce yourself?
I'm Madison. Or I can go by Maddie. You can call me either. I'm a 4th former at St. Paul's, and yeah, I take Latin and Greek. Yeah.
Nice.
So okay, I think it's 3:02 right now. So we'll briefly introduce ourselves and begin the meeting. It's going to be relatively short. It's just going to be introductions and all. So, hi guys. First off, my name is Aaron. I am an upper, or like an 11th grader at Andover. I'm from Seoul, South Korea, and I've been taking Latin for 5 years and Greek for 2 years as well.
I'm Julian. I'm an 11th grader as well. I'm from Munich, Germany. I've been taking ancient Greek for 3 years and Latin for like 5 or 6. And yeah, excited to work with you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Max. I'm also an 11th grader from Andover, and I'm originally from New York City. I've been taking Latin for around 6 years and Greek for 2. And yeah, it's amazing that we have so many people here today. This is a great turnout.
Yeah. In fact, we were actually expecting more just because we have a lot of international interestees.
But I'm guessing they were not able to make it today because of the time difference. Maybe we should have thought it out a little better. But that's fine. We can talk to them another time. So just to briefly introduce ourselves, we noticed how a lot of students around these boarding schools or internationally are interested in classics and philosophy in general, but there aren't that many platforms out there that really support their work or publicize the writings that they have done. Because, it's one of those things where classics, if you don't have like a PhD, like a bachelor's at least, you can't submit your work anywhere. So we thought that we made this journal to give more publicity to the classical field in general, and also give a more powerful voice, intellectual voice to teen classicists. So that's our goal right now. And Julio, you want to explain some of our plans and what we do?
Yeah. So as Aaron mentioned, our goal is to create a platform for young students like ourselves to voice their opinions on philosophy and Greek. And it can be in an analytical sense where you analyze literary pieces, or even like for those of you who don't have a background in classics, just like history and philosophy aspects. But our mission is, to expand, to create a journal, and also to at some point release, hopefully this spring, to release a published journal, a printed journal also. So kind of we're working right now on getting articles. We have a lot of articles that are ready to be published. But we're always looking for more writers and more people to voice their opinions.
Yeah. In addition to that, in addition to the weekly posts and like the physical journal that we are planning on publishing, Max, the multimedia director at the Philagora Review, is working towards inviting a lot of different classics professors and experts out there to kind of essentially hold a Q&A session and maybe hold some debates for some of the more controversial topics happening in the classics. Our first speaker will be coming in about 2 or 3 weeks from now, and then we're trying to hold the speaker series every week or every 2 weeks to kind of continue that tradition. And lastly, nothing is set for now, but we are planning on holding an international forum, on a virtual international forum during the summer for like 1 or 2 days for students and different experts in the field to talk about maybe the future of the classics and different things that we're interested in.
Yeah,
So,
I guess like to that point, we've been really, really surprised with how many international people like have been reaching out to us and want to be a part of this, which has been like, that's really blown us away. So that's really where we got the idea for the international forum as well. So, I mean, obviously if you guys have any opinions or people who want to, who have opinions or have anything to say about that, just like be vocal, communicate with us, and we're always open to new ideas because this is really a work in progress.
Yeah, just to say we support artistic freedom in all ways possible, so we don't really have a restriction in like the topics that you want to write. And we could technically assign you if we want to, but we try not to do that, and instead we try to foster students to think about their own topics and submit to us, and then we'll make preliminary edits that are necessary, and then we'll try to publish it on the website or on the journal if possible. So as you can, I don't know whether you guys have been to our website yet, but it's on our Instagram page, and it has 4 sections. One, as Julio said, literary pieces like that are analyzing like the literary texts that you guys may read in class or outside of school. 2, just examination of the ancient world, which pertains to ancient history or like Greek philosophy, whatever you think is fit. 3rd, like fun, interesting news or interesting current events happening within the classical or philosophy field. And lastly, 4, your personal experience or, I don't know, opinions about the things happening in classics or philosophy. So you guys are free to write about anything that you please. And yeah, that's our goal as of right now. We see that most of the people who showed up today are Andover people. And yeah, we are an Andover club, but we just wanted to let you know that we're also trying to branch out to other schools in both the states and outside of the states as well. So don't worry about that aspect. So
also real quick, Dorian, Jessica, and Sarah, do you guys want to quickly introduce yourselves to everyone?
Yeah, I can go first. Hi, I'm Dorian, and I am a 10th grader at Phillips Academy, and I currently take Latin.
Awesome,
great.
Hey guys, I'm Sarah, and I'm also a 10th grader at St. Paul School, and I also take Latin and Greek.
Okay, how many years of Greek have you taken? Or is this?
This is my first year.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm also a 10th grader at PA, and I'm generally interested in like philosophy and history, and so I was wanting to take a look at this as well.
Great. So, yeah,
open up to just some general questions.
Yeah, we just want to open up to some general questions right now.
Especially for those of you who like, I guess, are like new like to this meeting, because some of you we've talked to like in person. A lot of you have reached out to us with questions, but like some of you haven't. So like if you guys have any questions about like our mission, our club, like in general, just feel free to ask right now. If not, we'll just keep clarifying.
Oh, will you guys be able to send me the copy of the recording? Because I had like 3 SPS kids who can't make it ask if they could see the recording.
Yeah,
of course.
We're recording. Yeah, so we'll send it to you, Jackie.
Yeah.
And for any of you guys who have friends maybe who couldn't make it, we'll put that on our Instagram, and feel free to reach out if you have any problems getting it.
Yeah.
So I guess we can talk about our time limits on the articles. So we try to post weekly, sometimes bi-weekly. But for the printed journal, which we're going to do at the end of the
end of
May, exactly, we're going to have a more harsher deadline. So what we're doing right now is we're just kind of letting people submit articles, and obviously we'll post you. We'll give you a platform where people can see it, so you get the credit you deserve. But if we do decide to do the printed journal, we're gonna have a bit more of a harsher deadline and have to get a bulk of articles in at once, so that we can do that and deal with the logistics of that.
And starting Monday, we're going to try to have an email list of all the people who are interested, so that we have a weekly timeline. We can send out an email about what articles we know we're publishing this week, what sections that we might need more articles or writings, and then call for those. Other logistics or updates on what we're trying to do in the future, maybe update the people on the email list about maybe a potential speaker coming this Friday or something like that. So actually, speaking of which, if all of you can drop your emails in the chat or private message before you leave the meeting, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And just building off that, one more thing. We're planning on holding an essay competition at some point in the next 3 months, open to everybody. On a range of topics. We haven't quite decided what exactly, if there's going to be a specific question or not, but if any of you guys are interested in that, that will also be a really good experience for you guys to write an article that will be looked at by professors, by experts, by people who really know what they're talking about. So definitely be on the lookout for that in the coming weeks.
Yeah, our Phillips Academy department head, Mr. Mann, and some of the instructors at the Horseman School in New York City have already confirmed that they will so kindly serve as the judges for that upcoming essay competition. So that you'll have it'll be legit and have some credibility to the work that you submit. Yep.
That's the most important thing, for sure.
And also, just building off that, our goal is to allow you guys to submit articles and have your name attached to that. So it's your work just on our platform. So once you become a writer and you start submitting articles, we'll have a section on our website where we have all our writers, a quick bio about you. When we post one of your articles, we'll make an Instagram post. We'll let people know. We'll promote that so that you can build basically your own brand.
Yeah. This is one last thing before you guys are free to leave. But we're trying, once we got our website going more active, maybe in the next month or so, we're trying to send out a board application for those interested in being section editors and helping out the paper more. We're trying to base that off of how much you've contributed to the paper beforehand, and I think that'd be a great opportunity to further your experience in classics and I guess edit and be part of what you love. Yeah. So that was kind of the preliminary information that we wanted to give to y'all. You guys feel free to leave if you guys have any other commitments to do, but we'll stay on until 4 to answer any questions or concerns that you may have.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Thank you.
Wait, so if we were to send, if we wanted to send in an article, how should we do that? Will you guys reach out to us first, or do we just send one in randomly?
You can reach out to any single one of us here. I mean, Parker, you specifically have our emails and stuff.
But for the rest of you all, and for most
Yeah,
people, how
like-
we've been getting it, they've just DM'd us, and we usually respond to that. So if you ever have any questions regarding anything, you can always DM us. But we'll put our email in the chat for Philagora. Yeah, here, I'll put it in.
And also,
And you
if
guys
you look
could
at
just-
our if you
you
look
guys
at our
can just send
website as
us.
well, like we have our emails, like go on our Instagram website, whatever, like in whatever way, we'll make it as easily as.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
You said that as a private chat.
gmail.com. So generally, as Max said, you guys can, or feel free to submit it whenever you can. Ideally, we would appreciate it if you can submit it on Sundays or Mondays so that we can take the week to edit and then submit it on Thursday or Friday. And also, in addition to that, we're going to start sending out weekly emails about what articles are publishing this week, where we might need more help. So if you can also look at that email and then maybe see, oh, there are no like there are no ancient history articles running this week. Maybe I could write like a quick piece about, I don't know, like the Roman Empire. So you can also think about it that way.
Yep. And we really don't want to limit like the amount of words or put a word count. A lot of people always ask, how many words does it have to be? As long as it's
over 300 words.
Yeah,
like
a decent article, 300 words. It doesn't need to be 3 pages, 4 pages. It doesn't have to be something crazy. Obviously, if you happen to be focusing on something and you wrote a little page article for school or assignment, you could extend that into something bigger if you're really, really interested. But don't feel pressured to write super long articles because, to be honest, most people don't have the time to read an article for 10, 15 minutes, and they'd rather read, a 400-word article about a super fun topic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a great point, Max.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also for the 2 SPS kids on the Zoom and whoever's going to be watching this recording, you can also reach out directly to me if you have ideas or questions about articles, and then I can like contact with people from Andover. So it might be easier for you guys just to communicate with me. So that's always an option.
Yeah, that's kind of just going off what Jackie just said. So St. Paul's is one of the first schools that we have branched out to, and because it obviously has such a strong classics program, one, but also because you guys have showed a lot of interest. And so our goal is kind of to start reaching out to high schools and colleges, possibly, and build those connections and have somebody like Jackie who is an expert herself too, and who can represent those schools so that you guys don't have to reach out to us and you guys don't have to. We're obviously a little more forward to you guys than everybody at St. Paul's. So you guys can just easily reach out to Jackie, and we'll have more kind of Jackies at other schools who will be representing them and be able to connect.
Hey, Rocco, do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
You guys have any other questions?
Okay.
If not, you're free to go. But if you do, you can stay on, of course.
Yeah, like just feel any question whatsoever.
Should we probably give a summary to Rocco?
Yeah, we should probably. We'll just ask him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. It's nice to meet everyone. Thank
All right,
you.
yeah, awesome, Sarah. No problem. Nice to meet
Thanks
you.
for coming, Sarah.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Jackie.
Papa. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maddie.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
All right,
Parker.
Okay, I don't think I have any questions so far. I'm gonna try and send out another email to all the people at SPS who showed interest, and then ask them for like any article topics and like current deadlines that they have in mind, and we'll see how that fits into the schedule. Yeah, I'll try and get that out tonight. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Sounds
That
good.
sounds
All right, thank you. It was nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jackie.
We should talk to Jack. Ask her to do
So-
a board thing. Right.
Okay, for those of you guys who just joined,
Hi, Rocco. Hi,
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Like quickly, do you guys?
Hi.
Want to like introduce yourselves or like just ask us like if you have any thoughts or questions, because we just talked to a lot of other people, but we're happy to also talk to you about.
Sorry, who can join? Because I asked you on Instagram, but I didn't know who could.
Everybody can join it. It's open to everybody. No worries.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I'll tell you what we do. So,
Okay.
our page, Philagora Review, is it's a journal. So where we publish articles from of writers who who are interested.
One thing, I'm sorry about for my pronunciation because it's terrible.
Oh, it's fine.
There are lots of stereotypes. I don't know about Italian pronunciation of English. Okay.
No, we completely understand.
We actually we talk to a lot of Italians about this club because there's a lot of international, especially from Italy, that are very interested. I'm actually from Germany myself, so
yeah, we're all international students studying in America right now.
Yeah.
So Max here lives in New York City right now. His parents are German. Julio's from Germany, and I'm from Korea. So we completely understand your struggles.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, for a while hi.
Hi.
Okay. However, I read some of your articles on your website, and they are very
interesting.
Sorry, my pronunciation is terrible.
Yeah. Did you like the articles on the website or?
Yes, and I didn't know that there is a tradition of classical studies in South Korea, for instance. I was ignorant about that, and it was a surprise for me.
Yeah, that Aaron wrote that. It's a great article.
Yes, I read your bio. Yes.
Do you want to talk a little?
Yeah, so I can just tell you like a bit about what we do. So I'm sure like you're familiar, but we just write articles. We publish them online, but what our main focus is, we want to give you a platform. So if you're, for instance, interested in writing an article, we want to give you a platform as a writer. So if you have an article that you want to publish, we'll obviously post your name, post on Instagram like a post or something, give you acknowledgement for what you did, and then we also want to come out with a printed journal. So like a magazine, for instance, with a classics magazine at the end of May, where we have a lot of articles. So right now we're only posting like twice a week, but we want to like.
I read also other articles. I read this the article about Sappho 31 and Catullus 51.
That was
okay.
Cool. Yeah, I wrote
it. It was very, very nice.
Thank you.
I appreciated that, yes.
And also, I know a lot of the people who reached out to us from Italy were scared about their English and their maybe a few grammar mistakes here and there and those things. Just going off that, two things. One, we told most of them that if they want to submit an article in Italian, we could always find a translator to translate. That's no problem.
Okay.
And also, if you do submit an article, we'll obviously look over it. So if there's a few mistakes here and there, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not the end of the world. We can edit it. We can go over, make sure the structure is proper. So no worries if you're scared that your English is not good enough. Because also, it would be super neat to post the Italian article and then right below it the translation in English. That's a pretty neat thing, pretty unique.
Because for instance, I can read and write in English very, very well, but my problems are about speaking. Okay.
I mean,
no, your English is really good.
First off, your English is really good, and two, I mean, if you consider yourself as a good English writer, then there's no problem in submitting your articles in
Maybe
English.
some mistakes.
Yeah, that's
grammar.
Yeah, no, that's fine. As we said, you can either, if you're more comfortable writing in Italian, you can write in Italian, submit to us, and then we can find someone who can translate Italian into English.
Okay.
Or
It
if
would be
you,
great.
yeah, if you want to write in English, yeah, we can, as long as the content or like what you're trying to say is good, we can just like easily edit the grammar mistakes. That's no big deal at all.
Okay. Maybe I could try to write in both languages, and then you could, yes, check.
Perfect. Yeah.
And what are your main interests?
Ours.
Regarding classics like Latin and Greek.
Yes, yes, regarding classics.
So for me, I actually grew up in Germany, so I actually studied ancient Greek pretty well. I've been taking ancient Greek for I think three years now or something. So for me, obviously, I love translating Sophocles and his tragedies. I don't know if you're familiar with On the Murder of Eratosthenes. It's a court case. I actually like translating Greek court cases as well. So that's kind of my focus.
Okay.
I've taken Latin for around 6 years and Greek for 2. So my Greek's not at the level of my Latin, but regarding Latin, I really like Juvenal's satires. Also, I like a lot of the generals and the tactics, and talking about those big military experts like Scipio, Caesar, all those. And then in Greek, I haven't translated as much, but I've been translating the Iliad, which is kind of, pretty generic, but still a great piece of work. And yeah, Homer mainly.
Yeah, similar to Max, I'm really interested in juvenile satires. I read it in Latin with Max in class. I'm also really interested in Ovid's Metamorphoses.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, because and then lastly, Plutarch's Lives of Men.
Yep,
that's a very good classic that I enjoy. What about you?
I have a master degree in philology, literature, and civilization of ancient world. So I have 2 degrees. Okay, first degree in classical literatures, and master degree in philology. I wrote a thesis during my first experience at university on Homeric hymn to the Demeter. Okay, so I'm interested in Homeric hymns. Greek religion. I'm specializing in Greek, okay?
Yeah.
And my master degree was about Trifeodorus. I don't know if you know him because he's a late antiquity poet, 3rd century after Christ, yes.
That's unbelievable.
I had a quick question. So I assume, are you still studying or you're finished with your studies?
I'm still studying because I'm doing a course that in Italy we call corso di perfezionamento. It's like a master, but is brief because it's 1 year course. Yes, it's a course about literature forms between classics and moderns.
Wow. I see. So you're like talking about Ovid and Shakespeare and those big things.
Yes, for instance, how the reception of classics in modern and contemporary literature. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Wow.
But I have 2 degrees, so my studies are finished theoretically.
Yeah, I see. That's amazing.
I mean, like you're extremely like
Qualified.
yeah, I mean, to say the least. To say the least.
I don't think we have anybody writing yet that has a master's. So
yeah, you're probably the most qualified of everyone that we've met. Like,
but that's great because obviously you have understanding about basically every aspect of Greek and Roman, as we've only started to dabble in all the different aspects, but that's great to see that you have interest. How did you find us, by the way?
Okay, I lost the connection for a while.
Oh, sorry. We just said that you have a really strong background in classics, and that we're very happy to see your interest, to hear about your interest in our journal. Oh, just to make sure, we're also partnering up with other organizations in the States, like Harvard, like University of Pennsylvania Classics, UPenn Classics, and then Save Ancient Studies and other classical organizations like that. So if you can publish your work in our places, they will also get publicity to universities and organizations in America as well.
Okay. And if I would write an article for you, there are some topics that you would prefer, or
I mean, like with you, like you're so qualified in a bunch of different things. Whatever you want, like.
Okay.
And it can be, a quick 300-word
And it
article.
can be in varying lengths. So
yeah,
we say like minimum like 300 words, but that's just so it's like the minimum. But if it's only 300, that's great. Like, because also we don't want it to be too long because people, I mean, it's a journal, so people aren't. It's not like a, an academics. Like it's obviously scholarly.
Yes, I read that it's a teenage review. Yes.
Yeah.
You are 17, 18.
Yeah. And most of our writers are around our age. We've had most of the people from Italy who've reached out have been between your age and our age, I would say 19, 20. They're in college or in university.
Okay.
Question: how did you learn about us?
How did I learn about you? I don't remember. Maybe your page was
on your Instagram.
I had an advertisement on Instagram.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Yeah, no, we've gotten a lot of responses from the same thing.
Yes, and then I visited your website, and I like your articles. Yes.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
No that's amazing. Also, if you've written articles in the past, you don't necessarily need to write all new articles. I bet you've written tons of things over your years. So if you already have articles, feel free to send them to us.
Or just give just edit the things that you've written before, and then feel free to send them to us.
Instead of having to write totally new articles, because I bet you have hundreds and hundreds of things you've written about regarding everything, texts, philosophy, history. I mean, you have a lengthy career.
Okay.
But
I'm old then.
Yeah. But no, that's amazing that you came.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time today, and we look forward to hearing back from you soon. Thank you.
No, thank you, because your work, your mission, as you call it on your website, is amazing. I love teenagers that are interested in ancient world.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to hear that we have such a good response.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have a nice day, or have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Alicia.
Bye.
Also, bye, Rocco. See you.
Rocco, do you have any last questions?
Hello, guys. I'm sorry for my silence until now, but I've entered here just because yes, Miss Alessia Mira that is logging in this moment. She asked to me to enter with her conversation.
Okay.
So I've heard about your work, your mission, and I just want to say good luck, guys. And I'm a bit older than you, much older than you. I'm 30. So,
okay. No,
but it's very interesting to hear this interest for classical studies all around the world. I'm very happy about this.
Yeah, that's really our
Yeah.
goal, to connect, America. America is obviously pretty big, so all the great classics programs of America
And the
with
international.
Italy obviously is super, super strong, way ahead of us, with Germany, with all the great classic programs in Europe. And obviously teenagers like us who are starting to develop passions. That's really a unique thing, to have a community of people who are really interested in the classics, especially these days, because classics is taught less and less.
Especially in America.
Yeah, especially in America, they're dropping their classics and they're teaching Spanish, and Greek is almost taught nowhere. So we're lucky enough to go to a school that offers both and have a very strong program. But that's not the case everywhere.
Yeah.
That was our mission, yeah.
I'm so happy. I just repeat this. So, guys, good luck and have a nice day.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
You guys are awesome.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
nice day.